That beat is fire.
Beats Planet.
I can't even. Man, it's crazy as hell, man. How the hell how in tarnation do we, like, what, like, who's at, like, who thought it was a good idea? Like, who thought, like, what, who the fuck, like, I don't even understand. That, what's, I just, So, chat box, first and foremost, we just want to gather here today to say goodbye to the to our little bitty hopes and dreams and no bullshit. What's wrong with y'all? Hey, when Jordan Lewis, when he's lined up on, and I'm bullshitting, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I got mixed emotions. A part of me is up here. A part of me is down there. Part of me is draft Voch. Other half is, you know, there's a portion of me that, I was watching college football this week. I was watching a little bit of college football weekend, and I saw Zach Wilson from BYU climbing those rankings, and I was like, right brick on my bread. There was a part of me. There was a part of me that was screaming. You know what I'm saying? There was a part of me that was excited about this whole draft thing. You know what I'm saying? But then another little piece looked at my defense and what my defense was doing, and I was like, ah! Let me give y'all a little volume on that. Let me just give y'all a little volume on that, man. Just a little more for the war call. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, we haven't had a proper war call in a while. We haven't had a proper reason to celebrate for a little bit. You know what I mean? So. Boy, this draft class is a little weird to be anywhere but top 3. But a Cowboy W always feels. Always. You make me feel. You make me feel. You make me feel. I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It feels good. It feels bad. It feels weird. I was hearing my homeboy said, he's a Vikings fan. You know what I mean? So part of me was like, you know what? Either me and Said gonna be happy together, or we gonna be sad together. Said's Vikings lost. You know what I'm saying? My team won. Losing the tankathon and all that, so both of us walked out a bit upset. But at the end of the day, you make me feel. You make me feel. If our defense gonna play like that, then we right outside of the playoff picture anyway. If we could just boogie just a little bit more, if we could play just a little bit more, if we can get just a little bit better, if Andy Dalton was a little less trash, you make me feel. You make me feel. You can have whatever you like. That's how I feel, But I know when I sit down and and I look at Tankathon real fast. Let me look at Tankathon real fast. Let me just see what Tankathon looks like real fast. Because to be fair, we partially lost this game because Kirk Cousins is trash. So let's not get that mistaken. We're currently. Wait a minute, bruh. Wait a goddamn minute. Hold on. Wait. I'm too loud. Wait a minute. Time out. Let me pull up Tankathon so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't over. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to window caption. This is Tankathon, ladies and gentlemen, at 3-7, and we have a 4-6-9 strength of schedule that still keeps us at 4, so we can get a W and still be closer. You make me feel. You make me feel. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a shot. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a shot. Because if you look at the teams that's in the top 3 right now, Cincinnati not going to get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So we got a shot here. If we lose to Cincinnati, let me just hit the button. We straight, ladies and gentlemen, we straight. Because the Chargers won, the Giants won, the Texans won, the Washington football compadre. You make me. We straight. Ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to give y'all some reaction to the game, though. But what a turn of events. We're fine. Ladies and gentlemen, we good to go. We straight. We just gotta be a little careful moving forward because Cincinnati got that tie, but we got the same number of losses. And our strength of schedule is weaker. So if we just, somehow end up in the same conversation somehow as Cincinnati, we'll be fine. But ladies and gentlemen, we still in good standing. Don't y'all panic. Don't y'all cry when you sleep at night. Don't you hurt. Don't you fret. We'll be all right. We have a Cowboy W tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't had the war call in a long, long time. We have a lot to talk about. For sure. And y'all know Voch Lombardi going to be sitting right here breaking it down with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, don't get me wrong, man. Like, part of the reason why we won this game, we played well enough to keep it interesting. But Kirk Cousins didn't play well tonight. And that was part of it. Kirk Cousins ended up as bad as Andy Dalton played. You know what I mean? So moving forward, let me look at our schedule. Moving forward, I think the Washington defense is gonna probably play us a little bit hard, and that may just be strictly because like front seven or whatever. And the front seven tonight gave us some fits, but that Washington front seven is a little better. I think the Ravens are still gonna give us fits or whatever. The 49ers probably gonna give us fits. The Eagles are trash today. Can we get a war call for the Eagles being terrible? Mucho mom, you make me feel. Can we get something for the Eagles? Boy, look, Carson Wentz just be throwing that bitch anywhere. Oh boy. Listen, man, this whole tankathon thing is cool because we want those picks, but it's not that we don't enjoy winning. Every Cowboy, no matter what faction you belong to, we enjoy winning. It's just that when you do well in tankathon, it can change your franchise, you know? And I think with a top 3 pick, our franchise can be changed. But to be fair, if what we're doing is gaining enough improvement and our team is getting better, if we get enough improvement to where everybody that we need is in place already, just whenever Dak Prescott comes back, we go right back into that driver's seat and boogie, we good. Because our offense never really was the problem. You know what I mean? Our offense never really was. Some people say I'm tripping. Kirk Cousins did his thing. I think Kirk Cousins was not very good. I think Kirk Cousins made his throws because Reggie Robinson was out of place a few times. I think they had some mismatches at the wide receiver spot that made things kind of easy for Kirk. But once we started doing what we're supposed to be doing, right? I don't know what's going on with Mike Nolan and his thinking, but when Cowboy fans, even Voch, right, when I get on this thing and I say, you know what, if Cowboys get into a little press coverage and we can get pressure, we're a good defense, right? We get whooped when we do other things, when we bail out, when we do cover 3, when we give too much room in our man coverages or whatever. That's when we look a little weird. But that last drive, when we just put everything on man coverage, we look pretty good in man coverage. That's just what we are, you know? So if we've improved to a point to where, okay, cool, it just looked like man coverage is just what we doing, I think our defense can be good enough to live and get us by when Ford comes back. Why I say Kirk Cousins was bad, because it was Rashard Robinson, not Reggie Robinson. I'm sorry, Cowboys got a corner named Rashard Robinson. Can somebody help me out on that? There's no Rashard Robinson. There's a Reggie Robinson, right? Rashard. Who the hell is Rashard? Is that a new cat we got? We got another new cat up in here? I don't know. Our lads, Cowboys. Let me look at my depth chart. Let me take a seat so I can confirm this. Whoever Robinson was getting smoked up pretty nice. Let's see. Anthony Brown, Cheeto, Jordan, Stephen Parker. There is a Rashard Rock. Who the hell is that? Who are these miscellaneous people we keep bringing? I don't know. Whatever. So it ain't Reggie Robinson. My bad. I was ready to say Reggie Robinson was getting snaps, but Rashard. Okay, cool. Rashard Robinson was lined up on Thielen, and Thielen was kicking his ass. All right, cool. Okay, everybody wants to correct me about Rashard. Okay, fine. Just everybody correct me right now. Everybody just get your time in and just correct me right now. Just go to the chat box right now and just spam Rashard. There's something weird about chat boxes I never understood. Like, once I'm corrected, there's an additional 100 people that still want to tell me it was Rashard. Okay, how many people got watching live right now? How many people got watching live? All 700, pardon me, all 769 of y'all come tell me that it was Rashard Robinson. Tell me now. Tell me now. But yes. Okay, I think, what was I saying? I think a lot of those plays that happened from Kirk Cousins came from those wide receivers just beating the hell out of our cornerbacks. And I still think we got a lot of room to improve in our cornerback play. You see what I'm saying? And put Tankathon back up there. All right, we good. I think we still have a lot of room to improve when it comes to our cornerback play. So those throws that Kirk was making, those were plays that Voch could make. Those were plays that Joe Sandberg could make. Those were plays that Aisha could make. Those are plays that, any of y'all, Big Ja, any of y'all in the chat box, Matthew Sherman, Badman, Nova Legion can make those throws. You know what I mean? But when it was time to put the game on Kirk, Kirk looked like Kirk High. Rashard, look at y'all. Rashard, look at everybody want to correct me. Just come on in here. Just get it in, please. Fix it, please. Fix me. So yes, that's what I thought that was. But for the most part, I don't think Kirk did very well. I think Kirk handed the ball off to Dalvin and Madison for the most part, and they got busy during the run game. They hit a couple of deep balls when our cornerbacks were playing bad, and they let Thielen kind of take the game over. I don't think that means Kirk did well. But if I could just evaluate my team, right? Let's go top to bottom. Andy Dalton, you didn't do terrible, sir. Can we get a war call for Andy Dalton not being terrible? Just because, sometimes, Andy Dalton, we were in this situation looking at him like, yo, fam, if you don't be great, just simply don't be terrible. You know what I mean? If you just simply don't be the worst cornerback in the league, then we'll be kind of sort of quasi fine. I think we all think that way about Andy. It's just that for the most part, when he ran out, we saw Andy Dalton being absolutely terrible. And I even think that moving forward, Andy Dalton still probably got some terrible days in him, because I think that's what we saw in Cincinnati, a guy that was pretty good sometimes, a guy that was pretty terrible other times. So Andy Dalton, man, hey, man, we going to get whatever we get, man. Right brick on my brick. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to win a football game and still be top 5 and pick somewhere, because even if someone, worst case scenario, just looking at this draft board right now, if somebody trades up to Cincinnati and gets a quarterback, then I still feel good about taking Penei Sewell. Or if Cincinnati says, hey, we're going to take our offensive lineman because that's the reason why Joe Burrow got killed in the first place, and they get Penei Sewell, we still got quarterback on the board. We can still trade back. So I feel really good about how the board played out for us right here. Zeke stepped up. Zeke stepped up and ran well, but I can partially say because our offensive line played well. Let's hit some war call for our O-line. After 6 people told you kept looking. That's fair. And to be fair, so I kind of touched on this in my halftime show just a little bit, but Mike McCarthy is really confusing the hell out of me in terms of what are we doing with this lineup, with the offensive line lineup, Mike? Like what are we really doing, and why did it take so long to get Zach Martin at tackle? I think when you first saw Dak Prescott get terrorized by Terrence Steele being terrible, and when I say Terrence Steele being terrible, I don't mean Myles Garrett beating the hell out of Terrence Steele. Like, that was a given. I wasn't even mad that game because that's what Myles does. But I mean, like, when Dante Fowler started beating the shit out of Terrence Steele. Like when some miscellaneous dude I never heard of, when Lorenzo Carter was beating Terrence Steele. Why wasn't that the time to move on to Zach Martin? We've been calling for Zach Martin at right tackle for a long time. And it seems like the naked pitches that Terrence Steele had, like Connor McGovern may have stolen them. So they're in Connor McGovern's phone now. So now Mike McCarthy got to kiss Connor McGovern ass. I don't know, whatever the reasoning was. It ended up working out, but I just wasn't a big fan of waiting this long and getting guys killed and getting guys sacked just for continuity. Like, there's no continuity when you're terrible. Let me hit the button on that. Like, continuity means nothing when you're terrible. You know what I'm saying? So, find the offensive line combo that works, then work on your continuity. Like, when Tyler Biadasz come back, I mean, do you let Joe Looney keep getting bench pressed? And Joe Looney got bench pressed a lot tonight. Do you let Joe Looney keep getting bench pressed for the sake of continuity, or do you put the better guy in there? I think that's what Mike McCarthy got to figure out. But for the most part, offensive line played well tonight. That made Zeke and Cousin Tony look great. But we'll give you all a work off for that. So let's just run for the card. I think our wide receivers did a really good job of getting wide open. Amari Cooper played well, but Amari Cooper normally plays well. It's just that the quarterback got to get the ball to him. And I think Cooper did a really good job of flashing open. They got some young guys playing corner over there in Minnesota. Cam Dantzler from Mississippi State. Y'all know, if you've been following my content during draft season, you know we've studied these guys and talked about them. They're starting rookies over at corner. So Darnay Holmes was our Texas Tech TCU guy. He was our TCU guy, and what's his face? Cam Dantzler was from Mississippi State. So if you get Amari Cooper lined up on those rookies, then you can imagine then you can imagine what that's going to be like. If you put Gallup on one of those guys, you can imagine Gallup just bodying people. Gallup had 2 drops, so we're gonna have to keep eyes on that. Can we talk about my son CD Lamb with the catch, with the touchdown catch behind him falling to I saw in the chat box somebody said it, but somebody said it. CD gonna be nice next year, yes. And we'll talk about next year when we get in the phones and things like that. But shouts out to our wide receivers, man. Our defense played well. I feel like if we had this defense when Dak was playing, then we would have been a much better team, no questions asked. Colts beat Packers. That's fun. I think if we would have had this defense playing when Ford was playing, then this would have been a totally different season, especially the rest of the season that we got going, man. Come on, son. This would have been a crazy little comeback because it seems like the defense's mojo has gotten back, or just whatever it was that they missing, they have figured it out. If you let these Dak haters talk long enough, they'll say something along the lines of, yeah, Dak was playing, but we were still losing. Well, we wasn't losing because of Dak. We wasn't losing because of Dak damn near projecting to throw for 7,000 yards. We wasn't losing because of that. We was losing because of defense. Like, Andy Dalton didn't win. We didn't win tonight because of Andy Dalton. We won because our defense were opportunists. Our defense made plays when we asked them to make it. We ran the ball well, and we did what we had to do on offense to just eke a win out. That's why we won. We didn't win because Dak wasn't playing and that Andy was great. Andy was just good enough. Our defense was the one that put us over the edge. Now, was that because let me kind of shit on Mike McCarthy for a little bit, right? Are we better on defense simply because we subtracted Dontari Poe and Darryl Worley and Everson Griffin? Are we simply, is it simply like us getting better by subtraction, addition by subtraction? Are we better because of that? If we are better because of that, then we got to look our coaching staff in the face and ask them, why is it so long before we pushed Dontari off a bridge and pushed Worley off a bridge, and Everson got traded but pushed him off a bridge? You know what I'm saying? Why was it so long before Terrence Steele had to be sat, before Darian Thompson had to be sat? You see what I'm saying? And we can't say that it's because, this is a new coaching staff and they don't really know the players. Well, we know the players. If they watch the film, they'll know the players. They can ask freaking Raul Torres. They can ask Derek Pearson. They can ask, Def Promise. They can ask C. Nix, Jalen Square, AC Money, you know what I'm saying? Sage. They can ask Jess. They can ask any of these people, and we'll tell them, you might not want to run Joe Looney. You might not want to run Terrence Steele. You might not want to run Darian Thompson. You might not want to run what's his face? Dontari, we can't really account for Dontari, but after like week 3 or so, we will tell you Dontari is not the guy. After 3 weeks or so. Darryl Worley, after a few weeks, he's not the guy. I just don't understand why it took us so long to make that adjustment. So if we want to shit on Mike McCarthy, we can absolutely shit on him. But what about Damian Wilson? Now, I want to be real careful because sometimes, these safeties can come out, they can make a big play, and we can lose our mind. We don't want to just simply lose our mind because our safety made a few good plays. What we need is a few more good games from Donovan Wilson. But we saw we saw Donovan running around. We saw Donovan tackling. And it's the difference between tackling and hitting. Donovan did make his hits, but he also made his tackles. You know what I'm saying? So we need people to wrap up and run their feet. We need guys to do that too. And I think Donovan did a pretty good job of that. So in the future, can Donovan be a strong safety, nickel corner hybrid type of dude, like he was at Texas A&M? I hope he can be, assuming that we draft a true free safety. Even if it's a situation where we draft a true strong safety and Donovan ends up being our free guy, then I'm good to go with that. Then cool, let's boogie. You know what I'm saying? Everything, whatever whatever you need. So I was really impressed with those guys. I think our linebackers played better. I think Jalen played. Let me watch film before I give Jalen some props. But I know Vander Esch had a pretty solid game. D-Law was a monster again, and D-Law made a lot more plays that's not going to show up on the stat sheet. Randy Gregory's a stud. Alden Smith had a good play at the end of the game. So I think we had a pretty solid game, man. Let me watch Neville Gallimore so I can know what I'm seeing with him. If I had any criticisms about this game, I still want to see my young guys. I still want to see Bradley and not so I can know what he is. Rashard Robinson is playing, but I want to know what Reggie Robinson looks like. You know what I mean? Just some of those guys that were inactive. Let's get those guys involved. Justin Hamilton was out there today. I saw him running around a little bit. What's up, classmate? So yeah, I just want to see a little bit more from my young guys. And for God's sake, man, can we lose the rest of these games so we can maintain this goddamn, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? But with all the Crawford got benched, sure, that's another one. But with all this talk and, you know, chatter and banter about, you know, our team not showing effort and quitting and not being good, you know what I'm saying, things like that. It feels good to see my defense running around. It feels good to see my defense making stops and being effective. On my Yahoo show, I said the other day, well, not the other day, like it was like 2 weeks ago, but I was like, what's a good defense? Like, what's a good defensive performance, you know? Because new NFL is different than old NFL. And it might be to have a game within 20 points. If you're a good defensive performance nowadays could be, hey, hang in there. We may give up 3 touchdowns, but can we get turnovers when we need them? Can we make plays and tackles when we need them? And our offense is going to put up big points. That might be what we end up doing next year. And walking away from this film, I feel really, really good about next year. Okay? One more time before we go on the phones. Got brother Young Wilson from Hawaii. He says aloha. I say, what's happening, my guy? That's how they say aloha in Natchez, Mississippi. We say what's happening in Natchez. All right, let me go to the phones. How many people got on the phones? Cool, phone's lit. If you want to call into the show, the number is 515-606-5187, access code 30910. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Hold on. Hey, don't leave. Hold on. Hey, wait a minute. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I got y'all messed up. Hold on. Hold on. I got y'all. Chat box, can y'all guess what I'm about to do? Can y'all guess what I'm about to do? Can you guess what I'm about to do? Hold on, chat box. Wait a minute. I had y'all messed up. Wait a minute. I lied to y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Let me make sure. Wait. Time out. It's a damn tradition around here. It's a winning tradition around here. All right? Take another sip while I'm sipping. Y'all know I'm slipping because I ain't got no kind of fruits in there. And I normally got fruits, but we've been losing so much, I ain't even been buying fruits for my water. But a Cowboy W, sip of water, is always a Cowboy W, sip of water. All right? Let's get into the phones and see what y'all talking about. Before we do that, I want to check on my super chats because y'all are important too. And I got to hit y'all with some housekeeping. Shouts out to the 871 people watching right now. I appreciate y'all. Tyrone Church, pardon me. He dropped a deuce in the super chat. He says, Donovan Wilson, that's all I have to say. Indubitably, sir. Let me hit you with the eye for Donovan Wilson. And Ghosto 50 also dropped the deuce in the super chat. He just held it down for the coach. He just wanted to drop 2 just to be a real one. I appreciate you, my good sir. Hey, everybody, like the stream, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop these random film sessions and live streams and all that good stuff in the middle of the week just like this. It is indeed draft season, so it's not draft season, but it is technically draft season. But if y'all want to check out my long form film sessions, they're over on my Patreon. So they're up now. We got like 7, 9, 10 films up there right now before I put them over here on the YouTube or whatever. So that's patreon.com/vochlombardiyt. And also join my Discord and just check out the different tabs we have over there. I've been playing a shit ton of Among Us. Joe Sandberg had a hilarious tweet. He hit me in the inbox on Twitter and he says that Andy Dalton is the third imposter. And that was a crazy tweet. Crazy. Andy Dalton is playing third imposter is hilarious. But if y'all go to the gaming section in my Discord, that link is in the description. We're playing Among Us over there. So we might play tonight. We might play tomorrow, this week. I don't know. The game is addicting. I don't know. But whenever we go live, we'll be over there. So let's run this for the cardio. We got some privilege here. Let's get brother Set It Off Chris up here, sir. What's happening, man?
Man, first and foremost, man, I love you.
Yeah.
My water is mixed with Tito's and cranberry.
Hey.
Because right now I'm like Carl Thomas.
Okay.
I'm so emotional.
You don't know how to feel. You don't know how to feel, Chris.
My family is cracking up laughing at me because they make a good play, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't want them to make a good play. And so they're like, this dude is entirely conflicted. They get a flag thrown on them.
Right.
And I'm sitting here just tripping, man.
Right.
I don't know how to feel, bro. I love a win, but I want draft picks.
Yeah.
I see promise in so many different areas, but I want draft picks to get better. Last week at this time, we thought Neville Gallimore was the second coming of Jerome Brown. But we realized that Neville Gallimore, when we watch the tape, is a good player.
Sure.
He ain't the killer we need up at one technique, but he's a piece. He's a viable piece. But man, that 1-2 punch of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard is lethal.
Yeah.
Is absolutely lethal.
You know what, Chris?
Darian Lamb.
You know what, Chris? The one thing that really helped me out with this thing was, man, imagine all this when Ford come back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kept thinking about.
I get mad at those. I get mad at those dreams because I know if Ford is here, we're like 6-2, 6-3, and we vying to get go and play head to head with anybody. Ford can go play with anybody. If Ford had gotten this kind of defense those first couple of weeks, and he and the offense were a big part of with the turnovers and things of that nature. But the defense buying in and playing and doing the different things, as well as Nolan changing from the 2 gapping to the 1 gapping, penetrating, doing those different things.
Yeah.
You made a statement about Worley being on the field. Well, Worley had to be on the field because Jadobi broke his ribs.
Sure.
That's why he had to be on the field. You know what I'm saying? Brown went out, so you had to have that guy on the field. But the guy couldn't play.
Yeah.
Couldn't play at all. Yeah. And he's still getting burnt type things wherever he's playing. I think he's in Buffalo right now. They may have cut him after Hopkins made that catch on him last week. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
I'm just to the point. I'm glad the defense played well. But here's the thing that we will not say ever again, okay? We will never, ever, ever, ever say that Ray Dakota Prescott is not the best quarterback in the NFC East. And we will never, ever, ever say anything negatory or derogatory about the young phenom, Kellen Moore. Because Kellen Moore showed you, if I can get adequate offensive line play, I can put 30 points on the board against anybody in this league.
Sure.
With any kind of quarterback out there.
Sure.
Okay? Any quarterback out there. Because I think, with Gigi, Gary Gilbert, we probably win this game going away.
Yeah.
I think we really win this game going away. And then big shout out to you and your draft analysis because everybody had Rager, Ruggs, and Jerry Jeudy ahead of Justin Jefferson. And that thing is going to age well. You can go back and hear the tapes. You can hear all the draft stuff. And this is the one time I'm going to give Foot some love because Foot's been tripping lately. You and Foot both had Justin Jefferson ahead of Ruggs, Jeudy, and Rager. And Justin Jefferson is going to be that guy. He's going to be that guy. All this foolishness about Claypool being the best guy, the best wide receiver in the draft, let you know half the folks listen to the 4 and 3 letter network. They don't get out here and listen to you guys.
Right.
Claypool is a product of that's it. But if you want to talk about flat out receiving dogs, it's Sedarian, Justin, and I don't care about nobody else. Those two guys are going to be many, many, many Pro Bowls. I don't care about the rest of them.
Yeah.
Them 2 guys right there are they're the truth. But hey, man, the person who has the butt naked pictures of Mike McCarthy and Jerry and Steven in the hot tub is now Joe Looney, because there's no reason for him to be on the field right now.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. If I am playing for 2021 season, I must get the young Talibiatis on the field, getting these reps, so I can turn around and make whatever move I need to move my offensive line. And I'm going to get out the way, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. Can somebody get a size 46 extra long for Zach Martin for a Hall of Fame right now?
Shouts out to Zach Martin stepping up when we needed him. Appreciate it, set it up, Chris.
No problem, brother. I'm on the listening, man. Cowboy Nation.
Yes, sir.
You're the win. But damn, I don't know how to feel.
I'm conflicted. Set off, Chris said it well, man. But it's a game like this, man. It's games like this that you feel really good walking away from, man. You know just walking away from games like this. You just go, boy. Like I like what we gonna be next year. And I don't want to attribute it to COVID and, no off season or whatever, because that's kind of weird. Or just like new coaching staff blues, right? Because, I guess when you get a new coaching staff, there just has to be blues when it's new coaching staff. But whatever was going on with our defense, man, mid-season form, I know Chris just hung up, man, but mid-season form is a real thing, bro. Me and him talk about it all the time. It's something special. It's something special about playing games, getting it wrong, and then figuring out who the hell you are in the middle of the season. It's just something different about that, Moving on. We're gonna get Uncle Charlie up in here because he's very much so privileged. Let's listen and see what Uncle Charlie got to say. What's up, Unc?
Voch.
What's up, Unc?
Nephew.
Yes, sir.
I'm very. First of all, how you doing, bro?
Everything is everything, Unc. Doski Woski. I'm blessed. Tell me something good.
Well, let me just tell the Cowboy Nation this. I'm satisfied with the win. We have the talent to win. Even if we win the division, if we can win the division, we still got a terrible enough record to get a high draft pick. But I'm going to tell you something. It's not just the win itself. I'm very excited because we finally did what was right. Run the ball, pass the ball, play good defense. And it reminds me of me and my uncle, back in the day, not too long ago, we watched the Minnesota Vikings and the Cowboys on the, Monday Night Football. Mm-hmm. And then he said, how about them Cowboys? He screamed, and his muscles came out on the floor. I'm like, oh, man, really? Now I got to go get Clorox, Parasol, Febreze, and get this tragedy off my floor.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you can do it, man.
Yeah.
You can win, dog. You can do this. Yeah. It's one more thing in close.
Yeah.
Don't ever deny yourself from your greatness.
Yeah.
I was a little boy. My dad was on strike. I said, Dad, I need some shoes. He said, I ain't got no money. Mm-hmm. She said, Charles, my mom said, Charles, he needs some shoes on his feet. He said, I can't get him no shoes. She said, okay. And for 2 weeks, she didn't speak to my dad. She had the candy shop down. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, he took me and got me some shoes. She said, son, put them shoes on. Go to school and don't ask me what I had to do for. And that's all I got to say. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead. Go.
I love you, Bob.
Yeah.
I love you, nephew. I love you, Cowboy Nation. Jeff, get better.
Yeah.
Get better, Jessica. Get better.
Get better.
And I'm praying for you. I love you, nephew.
Get better. Appreciate it, Uncle. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey man, don't ask your parents what they. Hey, listen, don't never ask your parents what they did to get what you got. You know what I'm saying? Just don't ask them. Whatever they did. I'm not gonna say it. Shouts out to Uncle Charlie, man. Always some good game by him. Hey, we gotta do to get. Hey, whatever we gotta do to get better. Do what we gotta do to get better. Do what we gotta do to get better. Whatever it is. Did y'all see that? That what was it? It wasn't a triple option because Andy wasn't an option, but it was a handoff to Zeke and a Zeke speed option. Was it to Tony or CD or something with the pitch? I got to break it down on film, man. But I saw it and I was like, ooh, kill it. I was like, wait. I was like, ooh, kill it. I will be breaking that down on film. Stand by. Hey, this is the other half of Frankly Football. Chris was the first half. This is Brandon, the other half of Frankly Football. What's happening, Brandon?
How you doing, my brother?
You know, the only reason you don't set the show off because Chris' name is set it off and Uncle Charlie is Charlie. So you just like third by default. Like you a really good opening call, but like Chris has set it off and Charlie is Charlie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you got the name, I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. I can't hate.
But you know what? Third in his universe
When you
ain't
set
bad,
it off,
sir.
Chris. You got to set it off.
You
know what
got
I'm
to.
saying?
You got to. But third ain't bad in this universe, sir. What you got for my show? Talk to us about your Cowboys, sir. While I sip my water. Y'all see the condensation coming off this motherfucker? That's cold cowboy water. Y'all see I can write my name in this mother. Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
Hey, speaking of water, Voch, you know how the human body is made up of like 60% water?
Yes,
and
sir.
then sometimes when you don't drink water enough, you gotta be like, man, I gotta drink some water because I gotta take care of myself. So you go downstairs and get some water begrudgingly. Hold on while I sip this bottle.
I'll sip with you.
That's how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it feels to be a fan right now after this win.
Yes, sir.
It's okay because this is, and I'll go back and I text you a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
This was October 11th. I said, just wait. And at this point in time, I said, wait till week 9.
Yeah.
It took a little bit longer.
Sure.
And then I said, this defense got problems right now. Just wait.
Sure.
And now we finally getting where we need to be. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating drinking the water and knowing that I'm getting the nourishment, even though I might want some sweet tea or some lemonade.
Yep.
Because if this was the defense that we would have had with a full off season,
Yep.
with Dak Prescott being under center in those first 5 weeks, we would have been 5-0.
Sure. Sure. Plus Brandon. Look, Brandon, and this is the part that make me sick, right? Washington football compadres, the Baltimore Ravens, who ain't playing great, Cincinnati Bengals, 49ers, Eagles, Giants. We was gonna do it was gonna be some clinical shit if we'd have had 4 this year, man. It'd have been clinical. Yeah.
Oh man. What? Come on now. If here's the thing. If the team would have picked up like this when Dak got hurt,
Oh yeah.
I would have still been in, all right, let's just put my quarterback back there and let's make a run.
Sure.
Move.
Sure.
You know, so and this is before the tank even got started up, before the tank treads even started moving. So it's frustrating being a Cowboys fan at times like this because you see how we can be so great, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't help but think about how much trouble the league is in 2021.
Sure.
Because this defense now.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't the defense after we draft some studs. You know, maybe we still got a chance. We still got a chance because we play Cincinnati. They might beat us, and we might be right back in number 3.
Sure.
This is not the defense that you're gonna see if we trade back and get a whole gang of picks and go to Vegas with them things.
Now
will improve. So I can't help but think.
Now
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Now, Brandon, this is a good thing about this, sir, because I got Tankathon pulled up on my screen right now. We lost, but we only, but we still number 4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel
looked
solid.
at it as soon as the game was over.
Go ahead.
I looked at it as soon as the game was over, and I was like, oh, we only dropping 1 space?
Yep.
Okay. I can drink this bottle of ice-cold water because my water was ice-cold because the defense chilled it a little bit, you know, considerably. It still has some condensation on the side of the bottle.
Sure.
But I drank it out of obligation.
You know what?
So,
there's a difference between drinking the
reservoir.
water. There's a difference between drinking the water because it's good and drinking water to live. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
Yeah. So I know that I'm gonna need a whole reservoir in 2021 when we get number 4 back under center, and we get some gangsters on defense. All of them cheap. All of them cheap because they're gonna be rookies.
Yeah. Yeah. And
then we go out and terrorize the league after having a full offseason.
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be enough water in the world. I'm gonna need to start collecting rainwater and purifying it myself.
Plus, the more we play, the more positions of need goes away. You see what I'm saying? Like at first, the list of things that we needed was like incredibly long. But I feel like the better that we're playing, I don't think that list is super stupid long now. Like corner and safety still there, and like D-line still there for me. But I think we can live with what we got. It's not imperative that we have, we got to trade back and trade back again so we can have 14 picks so we can fill up 14 spots. Like when this defense was the worst defense I've ever seen, it looks that way. But Randy Gregory is doing enough to where you may not have to consider defensive end. Or the Antoine Woods-Neville Gallimore combo is good enough to where you may not have to consider one tech. You may want to have to go get a 3-tech or something. Or if Neville and Tristan are your 3-techs, you may want to go get a 1-tech or something. But you may not feel like you need both necessarily. Because what we do is we project. Like we're projecting Tristan and Neville to get one spot better. I think Van Der Esch and Sean Lee are fine. Are we going to have to do something by Jalen? Possibly. But we know. Let me ask you, how you feel about Cheeto, man? How you feel about what Cheeto did tonight and bringing back Cheeto next year? What you think about Cheeto? Brandon? Snake? Well, I guess I can only cut people off so much before they hang the phone up. Brandon call drop. I'm sure he'll call back. Let's grab some audio. And let's grab a knob here. He said he hit the button by mistake. Call back in, Brandon. The phone's still lit. Let's get Jess on the phone while I regulate this audio river. What's up, Jess?
What's up, Voch?
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? How about some Cowboys, baby?
How's the family?
How about some Cowboys, baby?
How's the weather?
We won. So all the haters need to get up off this track with all that stupidity. We ain't starting to Cincinnati Bengals. We still them when we get there.
Right.
We play the dead skin next. So talk about that. Ain't nobody worried about some other games. You worry about some games when it comes to it. It's one game at a time. So all that other stuff about this game and that game needs to chill out. It's about today. It's about right now. They won. We ain't taking nothing. So get on off the check with that. And stop bad-mouthing that. That's recuperated. What does this game got to do with that? So why every time somebody get on this chat, whether it's Voch or any other the other guys, y'all got to come in here talking about that. Y'all got to come in here comparing people. You got to come in to my finest from finest. How about Zeke got out there and worked together and they won this game? How about that? How about that? Let's talk about that. How the team came together and won. And then after they won, it was hugging coaches and team thing going on. So y'all need to chill out and stop being stupid, because y'all get on my nerves. And Voch, guess what? I can smell a little bit, but I'm still healing. And I'm glad I can smell just a little bit, but I would like to have my taste back and my smell completely back. But hey, I'm still living, and I'm beating this COVID thing.
Well, Jess, we want you to feel better. We want you to feel great. But, sweetie, if you got COVID, you don't need to be screaming. You need to just get your rest and drink your water and your orange juice and get all the fluids in your body.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. I got this earpiece on. I got it by my mouth. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good to go. I just want you to feel better and, you know what I'm saying, get your vitamin D and all that. You can heal up pretty good. I'm glad the Cowboys got a W for you so you can feel a little better today, you know?
Yes.
All right, then. Well, hey, Jess, this was a great call. If anybody call in hating on Dak Prescott, I'm hanging up on him immediately because Jess said so. You know what I'm saying?
They in the chat. They need to get out of there with that come riding Dak penis and all that. I blocked that joke. I don't have time for that.
Block that
nobody
joke.
got time for that, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Jess, feel better, okay? Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Well, let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell y'all something, man. When that Cowboy W get in your soul, COVID can't even stop you. COVID is not enough. It's not enough. Damn it. Brandon from Franklin Football says he hit the button on mistake. Well, call back, sir. What are you doing? Call us back, and we'll get you up in here. We got DK from Dallas. Let's get him up in here. What's up, DK?
Hey, what's up, Voch? What's good, bro?
Man, cool, my guy. Let me turn your volume up so we can hear you. But go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. You good? I just had to turn the volume down because Jess called. And I got to cut it down for her. But go ahead, sir. We got
Yeah, she went off, man. That was hilarious.
Mhm.
But yeah, let me give you an analogy, Voch. I come with the analogies, bro.
you. I hope it's good.
So I hope it's good too. But when you driving, bro, and
Okay.
you using GPS to get where you got to go,
Right.
and you come across a traffic jam, an
Okay.
accident up ahead on the freeway. Sure. Most people gonna look at the GPS, see that red, yellow road ahead of them, and they gonna start exiting off and looking for a route around that. Am I right? Most people.
Sure.
I'm a truck driver. That's what I do.
Okay.
I'm not fit to just sit there and take, if it's a 35-minute delay, I'm not fit to sit, stop and go for 35 minutes, bro. I'm going to get off, go around it, and get on to where I got to be.
Right.
And I feel like, even though I'm happy they won, a win always feel good. I got some distilled room temperature water I'm sipping on. We chilling. But I feel like with the coaching staff, bro, what was the main three problems this year, bro? I've been listening every week to you. You know what I'm saying, on the call-in, bro, and every other show. The main three problems since, the season started was safety cornerback play, defensive tackle play with Poe hogging all the snaps and not being productive, and the offensive line issues.
Mm-hmm.
You've been saying it. Twitter been saying it. I've been saying it. Most of the fans been saying, get Poe out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Let Donovan Wilson play. Put Zach Martin at offensive tackle, right tackle, and let Biotis play, McGovern play. You know what I'm saying? Before he went on IR. So I just feel like you were saying, it's a cool win. I'm glad we're still in fourth. I'm glad we still got a chance to win the division. Nobody want to be a loser.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wish, especially for Dak, bro, and if the coaching staff would have made those simple adjustments, bro, and not just set their ugly ass in traffic, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo,
I feel
DK, hey, yo, this analogy, all right, fam. I got to hit you with the you know what I mean? This analogy a little better.
I appreciate it. I was working, bro. I didn't call in last week because, you got me a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I got to come with it harder. But I feel, real talk, bro. I feel like we just kind of sat there and just let it watch the accident in front of us, bro,
right,
instead of being productive and doing what everybody can see we should have did, bro.
Yeah.
And then they ended up doing it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like they waited to the last exit where you see the accident right in front of you. Oh, let me go ahead and exit off right here.
Right.
Go up one block and then get back on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasting the season, and then they still doing it. What did you just say? You said they Reggie Robinson, not the fake Robinson 28, but still, where is he at, bro?
Let him play.
You know what I'm saying? Then if they do put him in two weeks from now, he good.
Yeah.
Y'all should have been did that too, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my only issue, bro. And then like the Dak haters, you know what I'm saying? Like the people, like, bro, I didn't hear y'all today saying Andy missed a wide open pass to Cedric Wilson on 4th and 1.
Sure.
I ain't heard nobody mention that today.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So 150 yards, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like that wasn't a great, awesome game by Dalton, bro. Where my Dak haters at? I don't see you, and I'm looking for you.
Gone.
So
gone. Bye.
I don't know, bro. It was they don't exist.
Yeah.
But like your fruit and your water today, it don't exist. But, it is what it is, bro.
Yes, sir.
I wish we wouldn't have just sat in traffic and watched this. You know what I mean? I thought we brought Mike in because he was he looked at all the analysis, he looked at all the numbers, he learned his lesson, bro. And I thought he would have did some of these moves earlier, and maybe we would have been in a better position with such a weak division.
Right.
But it is what it is, man. I'm happy we won, and we'll see what happens from here, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Great call. Great analysis, man. great enough. Hey man, look, don't just sit in traffic until you get up on a mistake, man. Until you get up on an accident, get off. Get up on that exit, man. Merge and get up off of that, man. Because if you wait around too long, you're just gonna be stuck in traffic, and that trip gonna be way longer than what it can be. Fire analogy, sir. Let's get Dave from New York. Dave gonna take a deep breath before he say what's up. What's up, Dave?
Cowboys 6 Lombardi. What's good?
Coolin', my guy. Everything. Doski Woski, my friend. What you got for the show?
All right. Well, first off, I want to say to you, as I'm looking at you with the pinky out, like sipping the water, that looks so. I'm digging that.
Did you see me? Did you see me swirl the water so I can aerate it, so I can get the aroma, so I can unlock the full aroma of the water? Did you see me aerate it?
Absolutely. I definitely feel that too, bro. I definitely feel that too.
Because I'm cultured. But go ahead, Dave.
Listen,
what you got for the show?
All around, all three facets of football, we were good. We did well today.
Sure.
One thing is I'm anticipating. I'm just overly ecstatic knowing when Ford comes back, what he's going to do with all that, with that recipe that's cooking in that pot.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's one thing I say is and I'm gonna end it with this. It's been a long time, and I know change is gonna come. Yes, it will.
There you go, Dave. Change is on the way, sir.
Thank you for picking me. Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate you. Great call, Dave from New York. Change is on the way, man. Change. Dave done changed the lyrics around, but it's all good. Sheila say, hey, Voch. Hey, Sheila. She'll always see all the rest of y'all just come in and start talking to everybody else in the chat. Or y'all come in and start talking about football. See, Sheila got class. She'll come in and say, hey, she come in and speak first. She's like, hey, Sheila, she speak first. Then she start gallivanting with the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? With the rest of y'all tomfoolery. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Sheila got class. Not the rest of y'all hooligans and rapscallions in there. You got Jake the Gray on the phone. Let's see what Drake got to say. What Jake got to say. What's up, Jake?
What's happening, Voch? What's happening, man?
Coolin', man. What's going on over there in NASA today?
Man, right here, man, we just about 50 miles from Birmingham, Alabama, sipping on some ice cold water. Got a little splash of lemon flavor in there, too.
That's what I'm talking about, fam. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What you got for the show, my guy? Talk to him. Talk nice to him.
Well, before I talk, I had stopped by the little flower shop, man. Came and bring some flowers by for, you know what I'm saying, Kellen Moore. You feel me? I figured, you know what I'm saying, he deserved these flowers because he called an outstanding game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to bash him all the time. But he definitely got me off his back for about 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Great play calling. And me, I am not part of Team Tank. I'm sorry. I like draft picks and all, but I just seen a number one draft pick get carted off the field today in Cincinnati. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I am team win, no matter what. Yeah. I don't care if there's a quarterback with one leg out there. I want to win. But, you know what I'm saying, flowers to Kellen Moore, and shout out to Mike Nolan today. I seen what I wanted to see, a physical football game. Right. I can't believe how many times I heard him pass just clacking. I love what I see. Keep up the great work, and like I said, flowers to Kellen Moore. You know what I'm saying, because I give you a hard time about him, but you know what I'm saying? He called the outstanding game. All three phases, but game ball goes to Kellen Moore. That's all I got.
That's the thing, man. Kellen Moore have good games all the time. It's just that Terrence Steele is trash, and he just tear the game up. If we could just,
he has good games all the time, but you didn't see the.
Damn, Jake. My bad, Jake. I didn't mean to hang up on you, Jake. My bad. But yeah, man. Like it comes down to wins and losses. If we'd have lost, we'd have had something crazy, or y'all would have had somebody would have had something crazy about Kellen Moore. You win ball games, and Terrence Steele is off the field tonight. April dropped a dime in the super chat. Says, "Are we 4-3? Looks like a hybrid 3-4 today. I don't know. I have no clue. When I do my film this week, April, I will definitely look into it and let you know what the vibes are. But we just look like a solid defense today. We just look like a better solid defense today. I don't know exactly what we were playing, but hang tight. Hang tight and I'll let you know. Hang tight and I'll let you know. Thank you, ma'am. Let's get Adrian on the phone. Hear what he talking about. What up, Adrian?
What's good, Voch?
Doski Woski, man.
Nothing much. I just got done getting some wings. This is wing season tonight.
Okay. Talk to us. Let us know.
Okay, and so, you know, and like you was like what you said earlier about, you know, it was kind of weird how they said, you know, Zach Martin used to play tackle, and we still got Connor McGovern.
Sure.
I wonder what would happen if we move Zach Martin to tackle and put Connor McGovern at his natural position and get someone who has 2 left feet up out of the paint.
Sure.
So our quarterback don't get his head ripped off on the snap.
Mm-hmm.
And then on defense, I think Mike Nolan has just made this defense a lot easier for our players to comprehend. And everyone's finally settled into what their job is supposed to do. Everyone's looking at their job instead of looking at the whole picture.
Sure.
And especially after the Steelers game, when everyone's like, oh, so this is what our defense can do. And then players decide to get a little bit of confidence. And when you have a little bit of confidence, you don't have to be worried about what everybody else is doing. You're worried about what you're doing.
Mm.
And so,
it does seem like everybody's a little
Lamb,
more focused, though, right? You know, it just seems like, you know, when you're a little more focused on what you're doing and you know what you're doing, you can run around a little faster. And the defense looks a little faster, and our D line looks a bit stronger. You know, it doesn't look like we're reading. It looks like we're hitting and attacking people. I don't know for sure. Let me go back and watch film. I don't want to say nothing incriminating. You know what I'm saying? But I just say the last couple of weeks, you know, I didn't give us credit because, you know, the Eagles just terrible. But Eagles, Pittsburgh, and, you know, this game we've had 3 good games on defense in a row. Sure.
It's like, you know, we can be terrible because we don't have our quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles are terrible because they have their quarterback.
Yeah. 100%.
And you know,
wait a minute, time out. Wait. Hold on, time out. That shit hit me late. Hold on, that shit hit me late. You say the Eagles losing because they do have their quarterback?
Yeah.
That's messy as hell, Adrian.
We're bad because we don't have 4. The Eagles are bad because they have 11.
Because they have.
And
11.
also from what one of my buddies, he's an Eagles fan, and he said they're going to be starting Jalen Hurts next week.
They ain't starting no goddamn Jalen Hurts, but
I mean, it's going to probably look just about the same, if worse, if they start Jalen Hurts next week.
Yeah. I mean, even if they do start Jalen Hurts, they might win more football games starting Jalen Hurts. I don't know, but it's a big mess over there, and I like how that feels. I like when there's a big mess over in Philly. So also, can I say something else too? I learned something too, though, Adrian. And you know what? I wasn't gonna say this to you in particular. I wanted to say this on the whole live stream, right? Now I know why so many non-Cowboy fans be up in here. At first, it was my ego, right? Because it was like, oh boy, y'all just love Cowboys so much. Y'all just want to hear what Voch talk. Let me tell you why Eagles fans come watch us. I was watching the Eagles game today. And the Eagles was like terrible. And I couldn't help but to feel like, I wonder how mad Lord Brunson is right now. I couldn't help but to think that, you know? I didn't go to his YouTube channel or nothing like that because I didn't care enough. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys were on. But I can see why people come to my chat box to come fuck with us. Because when the Eagles are terrible, I just want to laugh at them. So it makes sense. I shared something with y'all today.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I shared something with Eagles fans that watch my show. I ran over to Lord Brunson's Twitter and he was livid. That's good news.
Oh yeah. Whoever said that CeeDee Lamb was a bad pick, for one, would you rather the Eagles have had CeeDee Lamb? And 2, anybody who saw that catch that CeeDee Lamb, the catches that CeeDee Lamb has been making this week, they're just delusional. Like you don't see catches like that from a rookie. You just don't. You don't see a guy who's leaning over his back with a guy on his hip, make a catch with one hand on the opposite hand of which the ball's coming in from. You don't see that. You don't see that ever.
Yeah.
And Zeke and Pollard are what we need for this team. Zeke pounds off tough yardage, and Pollard is just he's an explosive play waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So, I think this team has the pieces that it's needed. Also, Also,
Sure.
not Blake Bell.
Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz looks like Jason Witten with a lot more wheels. He can block. He can run. He can catch. Him and Blake Bell look like they were opening up a giant steel doors, letting Zeke run through the end zone on that screenplay. It was beautiful.
I think Dalton is I think Dalton is a better blocker than Witten was. I think Witten got a lot of blocking hype because that's just who he turned into at the time. Like, he got slower and he got bigger, so he had to block. I don't think he was ever a better blocker than Dalton Schultz. Like, Dalton Schultz blocks defensive ends, like legitimately blocks defensive ends, and he's good at it.
Yeah. Do you think Jason Witten was considered as a good blocker because he was sitting next to Tyron and Ron Leary?
He was considered a good blocker because he couldn't run no more, and they had to call him something.
No. Yeah.
They had to call him something, fam. Yep.
Yeah. Also, I guess another thing for Eagles fans, good luck with Carson Wentz looking like a more athletic version of Andy Dalton, pump faking all the time.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Other than that, I got nothing else to say.
Great call, Adrian. Appreciate you.
Have a nice evening.
Yes, sir. Chat box, do me a quick favor. I want everybody to count to 30 seconds. I just got to take this phone call real fast. Y'all hang tight, but I do want y'all to count 30 seconds. I want to see how fast I can get back. I want to see if I can make this phone call in 30 seconds. Be right back. I know. That was long to Thursday. All right, whatever. Let's get back to the phone. Let's get Wavy up here. Y'all counting, too. Look at y'all counting. Look at y'all trifling. You're counting. You're counting me down. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Kevin Richards even says, one tubby tub. Look at you. Y'all hate me. Y'all motherfuckers hate me. Aisha even said y'all can't count. Who in the chat box skipping numbers? Who the hell in the chat skipping numbers? Y'all funny. Let's get Wavy on the phone. Let's get Wavy on the phone and see what he talk about. What's up, Wavy?
Yo, what's going on, Bud?
Cooling, my guy. Cooling. What you got for the show?
I mean, we play very physical. I think, I don't think we ever lost the fire in our team, especially, like, even when we were getting, like, blown out. Like, I feel like we play every week. I just feel like,
sure,
especially on defense, we don't have, like, the talent to match most teams. Like, Jordan Lewis, like, not Jordan Lewis, but Anthony Brown. I don't think anybody in this chat box thinks Anthony Brown could cover Adam Thielen at all.
Sure.
And that's what we saw today, obviously. And I mean, like we don't have a lot of veteran. Like, we have veteran players, but we don't have like veteran players that we are like 100% sure of, which is kind of sad to be honest.
Sure.
Because like we don't know we're going to get out of Jalen Smith. Even though I like Jalen Smith, but we don't know we're going to get out of players like Anthony Brown, for example, or Cheeto Awuzie, which these guys are veterans, like 4 or 5 year veterans, and we don't know we're going to get out of them every week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I could blame that on coaching. Like I still think Mike Nolan. Like, I don't know how Mike McCarthy's going to approach this offseason, saying, like, I mean, it's been 1 year, But like everywhere else he's been atrocious, and that may be because they haven't gave him a chance past 1 year. But like your defense, what are you really trying to build if your defense can't like flash and hold one team under 10 points the whole season? You know?
Right.
Even
It does
the
seem like
worst teams that we played.
It does seem like we've gotten better simply by cutting dead weight, and you know that might be a good thing, and that comes with mid-season form. I just hate the fact that it took us to week 11 to figure out the dead weight to cut. You know what I mean?
I think we got better, but I don't think we got drastically better. Like from like
we got
like
drastically better.
Like
no, sir. We got drastically better. That was the worst defense I've ever seen.
Yeah,
sir.
I think from like week 1 through 5 running game when we were like the worst historically, I think we got better from then. But like games like the Pittsburgh games and like at some point, even in the Redskins game, we were in it, but then like, I mean, at the same time, we weren't in it because I mean, like the caliber of players we have. But that's what I'm saying. Like we still fight every week. Like I feel like Mike McCarthy's gonna be here for a while because like those players they're playing for him. I can't say they're not playing for him. They're just not the most talented players this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, my guy. But I mean,
and I have one more thing. Like
we've gone from the worst defense I've ever seen in my life to a pretty cool, below average kind of sort of defense. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that we got better. I just don't think that we're good yet. Like we're not good enough to be great, but hell, man, like I don't think we need defense to be great because our offense is elite. You see what I'm saying? If we just start turning the ball over, I'll say this too: Zeke not fumbling, it helps. Zeke not fumbling helps. Your right tackle not terrorizing you, it absolutely helps. Dak ain't perfect, but Dak can't take, Dak and his mistakes and Zeke fumbling and right tackle being terrible and defense being the worst. You see what I'm saying? So if we just fix those things slowly but surely, then we'll be a better team in general.
I think you said Dak's not terrible. I don't believe Dak's terrible. Like that fourth and like 10 that Andy Dalton converted. Dak when we're down, Dak's doing that the whole game. Andy Dalton, like that's the difference between Dak and Andy Dalton in my opinion. Like those like that fourth down that we really needed, and Andy Dalton wasn't converting those before. I think Dak is doing that the whole game. That's like a big difference between those two. But like the last thing I want to say like about Kellen Moore, like I get like he. Like I've been saying every time I come on here, I was like he is very good, like top tier, like easily top 5 in the league at drawing up plays because like everybody's been saying he's been doing it for like the longest, even when his dad was coaching, right? And I think like I give him that, and that's a good offensive coordinator, but that's a good offensive coordinator in a sense, but like you still need I think his tendencies are messed up, and I really think like he doesn't know how to him and Zeke don't really. I don't think him and Zeke match up, but that might just be me.
Might be you, fam. But hey, Wavy, this was a great call, man. I appreciate you, dog. Salute.
All right.
Yes,
have a good day.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Right,
you too, sir. You too. Let's get Neil up. Hey, this show might not be too long. I kind of want to catch this night game too, for the Yahoo joint. And we're definitely going to have our day after show tomorrow, so stay tuned there. We got I'm tripping. Greg Castillo dropped a deuce in the super chat. He says for Uncle Charles. Wait, for Charles, a.k.a. Voch's uncle's shoes. Appreciate you for dropping the deuce in there, Greg. We saw April Goes, Tyrone, Paul. Bracamonte, he dropped 5 and said, is it too soon to start running my mouth when the playoffs start? We're 0-0. That is true. But damn, Carl Lewis. You know what I'm saying? It's 0-0 with the guys we got. Not 0-0 with the guys we want. You know what I'm saying? But man, us being like fourth overall still in Tankathon, man, that makes me pretty happy. And I just refreshed it. We still 4th overall, man. That really, really is satisfying, man. That is satisfying. Let's get back into the phones, and I think how long I've been streaming? How long has the stream been going? About 1 hour 16. Yeah, we'll cut it short. We ain't got too much.
The conference has been locked.
We'll cut it short. We'll get Neil on the phone and see what Neil got to say. Neil's probably babysitting. What's up, Neil?
Oh my God, you on that one? Nah, but I am driving home with the kids. So.
Okay.
But I wanted to point out a couple things. First off, how you doing, man?
Everything, sir.
Your cousin Tony got you one. You know what I'm saying? 42 yards to the crib. You know what I'm saying? You must be feeling good about that one.
100%.
And you know what I'm saying? I started noticing they doing this split back thing a lot more often. Like they're like, you know what? Let's give Zeke a little bit of a rest. You know what I'm saying? Like take a little load off of him. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because I think that he was putting too much pressure on himself, and like they realized that. Like I know what he wants to do, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the Cowboys need is like somebody to try to put the team on their back foot. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you can't handle the pressure, sometimes you need to alleviate some pressure. So, and I think they realize that too. So.
I just can't understand why the hell Zeke was fumbling so much in that period of time he was fumbling. I don't know. It's weird. But go ahead, sir. My bad.
I mean, it might have just been like a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm just gonna rumble as hard as I can. You know what I'm saying? And like he was focusing too much on everything else. But you know, whatever happened. I mean, what's in the past is in the past. You know what I'm saying? The future is always ahead.
Go ahead, my good sir. Go ahead.
I wanted to know what you felt about a hypothetical situation. Let's say we went from take-a-thon to going on one of those magical runs, quote unquote, and ended up 9-7. How would you feel about that?
I'd be mad as hell. We went 9-7. What we going 9-7 for? For what? Well, I will cancel the war call and never play it again if we go 9-7. The fuck? How we gonna do that? Hey, look, I'm glad that we played hard and we got a win in this rough season, man. But I don't trust Andy Dalton. I ain't trust him today. I still don't trust Andy Dalton. But to do this against 4 good teams in a row, I don't trust Andy Dalton against 4 good teams in a row, man.
I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I was just wondering because, like, you know, a lot of Cowboys fans, they're like, you know, they kind of like in between. Like, if we lose, and, you know, okay, we're about to get the whatever pick, and then as soon as we win, we going to a Super Bowl? And it's like, you know, like, what do y'all want? Do y'all want to actually make the team better? Do y'all want to, like, throw us into the playoffs and then not have nothing? Mm-hmm. And so, like, I was wondering what you thought about that. I wanted to take note of a couple things that I saw in the game. When you were talking about that cover zero, basically it was like man-to-man, you know, with the safety up top.
Mm-hmm.
So I said a couple weeks back after the Arizona game, I called and I was talking to you and Brandon.
Right.
And I was talking about how do y'all feel about if they just, you know, killed a lot of that zone coverage and just went either, you know, cover 1 or cover 0, because it seems like it'll be easier for the DBs to end up, you know, in a position where they just know exactly what they're supposed to do.
Sure.
And it seems like that's worked better.
That's what it was supposed to be. That's what we were sold though, right? We were sold this offense that's going to play a lot more press man. This defense, they're going to play a lot more press man. They may give up more points, but we're going to get more turnovers being physical, right? Like we were sold that.
Yeah.
So, and then if you look at the players that we had, it made sense to go there. I don't know why we ended up playing all that cover 3 mess. I don't know why we was doing all that.
But I mean, like it's like what happened. This is what I'm looking at. I kept on saying this week to week and like throughout this entire year. This is not just us fighting not having an off season. Mm-hmm. This is us not having an off season, us bringing in new players, us having an entirely different defensive scheme, and having new coaches all around. So for us to say, you know, this should be a Super Bowl caliber team this year, right, it's not really, in my eyes, I don't think that that's truly feasible. I think for us to use this as a learning year, mm-hmm, I think that's probably like the best way to look at it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. At least that's my, you know, perspective. I think that people need to start understanding that you need to stop saying, you know, this quarterback did this, you know, with Dak out, and this quarterback did this. We win because of Dak. We win in spite of our other quarterback. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that's just how this is going to be.
Yeah.
So, like, whenever I hear people talking, and I see or hear people on the internet and saying, you know, we're going to go to the Super Bowl next year or whatever, I'm just like, look, right now, I'm focused on whatever we finish up, what draft pick we're going to have and how we're going to fix whatever holes we got. Yeah. I didn't drink any water today. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I think for right now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do a little fast. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We're not going to open up no desalination. We ain't going to no purified water. I'm just sitting back. I'm just paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm clearing my mind, and that's what I'm going to do from now on. Every Cowboy game, I don't really have any expectations. I'm just observing. I'm taking in whatever's happening, and I'm just I'm learning about the team. So, right now I'm cool on the win. I'm glad that we got it. It's nice to have something after 4 games of, 3 games of terrible play, 1 game of showing promise, and then this one actually coming to fruition. So, but I appreciate you taking the call, man. And hey, keep doing what you're doing. Again, I've always appreciated everything that you done did for this Cowboy Nation, dog.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Again. Yeah. And everybody, remember, follow him on all of his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Twitter is. Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, Voch Lombardi. Instagram, Voch Lombardi. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Follow him. I mean, make sure that you follow him on Voch Lombardi for the Instagram, the Twitter. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and help him out with the Discord. Whatever on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because this man be doing more stuff than playing anybody else that I really know for the Cowboys Nation. So appreciate your time and
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We're gonna get them plugs in, man. We're gonna plug them on my plug. We're gonna plug the plugs on my show. Tell Virgil right brick on my brick, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you, sir. So I found that article. I was scrolling through my tweets that Justin Jefferson is Jordan Matthews 2.0 article. I need all my SEAL team people to run on my Twitter real fast, right? We need to find the guy that wrote this article. We just need to have a conversation with him. Yeah, I'm calling all my SEAL team. Find whoever wrote this article. We need to talk to this person and get some reasoning. Sheesh. All right. Thank y'all. We got a couple more people on the phone, 2 people on the phone. Then we're going to get into the chat box. Then I'm going to go watch Pat Mahomes beat the hell out the Raiders, all right? KC's on the phone now, though. What's up, KC?
What's going on, man? How's your water taste?
The water is... the water's immaculate, sir. What you got for me? How's your show? Excellent. I mean, what you got for the show? How you doing?
Everything's good. I just... Basically, man, I was wrong about Mike Nolan. Like you were saying, dead weight, so got rid of those guys. And you're right, drastically better. Guys are playing their assignments. You get a little pressure on the quarterback. My main issue, though, is I know that you want to tank. Your idea is to get a high pick and then parlay that into multiple picks.
Sure.
Can you do some reviews on a safety? Can we please get a safety? Donovan Wilson is balling. Xavier Woods is trash. 2 games in a row now, he had an interception in his hands, and he couldn't come away with it. And eventually, I think it hurt us the last game, but there's going to come a game, I think, the rest of this season, maybe more than one, where he's going to have a ball drop through his hands, and it's either going to go for a big gain or it's going to be a stop that we needed and we didn't get because he couldn't secure the football. Very simple. And the one today was in his hands.
Sure.
Again, and that's 2 weeks in a row. So I don't know how you feel, but I think he can be pushed off a bridge.
His time running out, man, and I don't think he's a guy that's gonna get paid or anything. So yeah, Xavier Woods might be up out of here. We do have some film on safeties that we're gonna drop at some point. I'm gonna drop the long form film sessions in my Discord, so y'all be sure to go over there. Join not my Discord, my Patreon. Pardon me. We have those in Patreon. So we've dropped film sessions on Panay Sewell, Greg Russo, Carlos Basham, Michael Parsons, Patrick Surtain, Marvin Wilson is one of my favorite, and Alex Leatherwood. Those films are up right now. And if you're talking about safety, we're gonna look at Andre Cisco from Syracuse and Paris Ford from Pittsburgh. And there's a couple other guys. Once I get their film, we'll be looking at them. The TCU kid's another guy we're gonna look at. In due time, we're gonna watch film on everybody at some point. It just depends on when we get there.
But can we just get some love to Wilson? Just Just on calling out.
Some who?
Loved Wilson. He's been balling.
The Marvin Wilson film from he's a D tackle from Florida State. That film is he's on the Patreon right now. He's a grown ass man, and if we can trade back, he's one of the first guys I'm looking for. First guys.
Thank you, sir. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a good one.
100%, Ms. Wolf. Salute. We're gonna get him up out of here. Appreciate you, KC. Joe Sandberg says something. Jim Laws. It's on Voch's Twitter. Okay, so what did Jim Laws say? Let's go. Let's scroll back, see what Jim Laws say. What's your Twitter handle? Okay, it's Voch Lombardi. Yeah. VOCHLOMBARD. Everything is Voch Lombardi. So Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Patreon, Discord. Everything's Voch Lombardi. All right, Google it. You'll find it. And we got one number that I don't recognize, so let's give this person a chance to go platinum. We'll see what's going on with them. And it's sort of like an audition here. And, chat box, y'all let me know if this caller should go platinum, Let's see what's going on. We have 510. What's happening? Who this?
Man, what's up with you, Voch, man? This your guy, Wise Tone, man, calling up out of Oakland, man. Diehard Cowboys fan since elementary, man. Day one shit.
Boy, you definitely from Oakland, boy. You sound like you from goddamn Oakland. What's good, my guy? What you got for the show?
Oh, man, nothing much, man. I just wanted to tap in with you real quick, you feel me? I've been watching your show for a little while, man. You got some good stuff, man. Keep doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to keep it short. Pretty much everybody talked about all the points I wanted to talk about, but give some love to 37, Donovan Wilson. He was a beast without them turnovers. I don't think we was going to pull out this win today, so definitely give Blood some love. Also, I wanted to see if you could touch on Anoku, or what was that new defensive tackle we just got, Big Bokey, bruh. I think he did cool. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, you feel me, what you think about him on your little, on your film reviews or what have you. But yeah, man, good win today. Yeah. Keep feeding Zeke. Get TP the ball some more. You know what I'm saying? And let's cook this thing. I ain't too much on a team of tanking and all that. You feel me? I want to win, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So. Fuck that tank. Oh, excuse me. Let me not curse.
Man, fuck that tank and
shit.
Get
that tanking stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck that tanking stuff. Yeah, fuck that tanking shit.
Pull these dubs out, you feel me? Because I want to see what we could do in these playoffs. You know what I'm talking about? Because if we get in there and we catch fire and we get D-Law, you know what I'm saying, with the swagger, you feel me, how he be coming in, I think we could do something in these playoffs. So don't worry about tanking. We'll get a good draft pick just because of how the beginning of the season started or whatever, but we'll get a good draft pick, and like you said, the middle of the draft class is going to be a lot better for us anyway. So let's get there. Let's try to sneak in the back door of this playoffs, man, and get us one of these Super Bowls. You feel me?
That is fair, man. That is fair. Hey, listen, I'm going to drop film this week. I'm going to look at the D-line, so shouts out to you there. I'm going to look at the O-line, and we're going to take a look at how our DBs played. So those are the films that I'm probably going to be dropping this week, so hang tight. Yo, Wise Tone, I just added you to Platinum. Appreciate you, sir. This was a good call. Be safe out there in them streets, man. Appreciate it.
Off tops, man. Stay up. Cowboys Nation. See y'all next week.
Yeah. Hey, man, let me just tell y'all something about my etiquette, right? Didn't even ask him. But I just knew to tell him be safe in them streets. I just knew. Cause my audience so diverse. I know he shoot dice in the bathroom. Didn't have to ask him. Didn't have to ask him at all. Ask him for what? I know my audience. I know who does and does not shoot dice in the bathroom. Wise Tone is definitely one. I added him platinum. Appreciate you, sir. All right then. With that being said, though, before I get into my chat box, follow me on all those platforms that we just talked about. Everything's Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI. In case there's some people listening right now that wasn't tuned in earlier, join my Discord. That link is also in the description. And we got some tabs of, you know what I'm saying? So whatever interest that you fall into, there's some football stuff there. There's some non-football stuff there. I'm going to get into my gaming lifestyle at some point, and I'm going to stream that. There have been some people that have shown interest in me doing some gaming and, you know what I'm saying, showing that, streaming that. So we'll be doing that. But currently a game that's been taking over my life is Among Us. So if y'all want to play, if you want to hop in a lobby with me or something like that, me, Brandon from Frankly Football, hop in there. Ryko, that's my other guy. They're guaranteed in there. I'm always get them in there. Nene Aisha's in there. Iverson Aisha's in there. So, y'all can come play along, come join us. You know what I'm saying? That's in the Discord. Go to the gaming gaming tab in my Discord or whatever, and we'll take it from there. And like I said, the Patreon, the Twitter, all that good stuff. My Twitter was on fire today. Like all my tweets was like 500 or something likes, and I've never been Twitter like guy, but I mean, I don't know. I guess when you're talking no shit about Carson Wentz, they just blow up. So follow me over there. I'm trying to get verified on that thing so people can actually believe the shit I be saying. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, I know there's a lot of reasons why people couldn't call into the show. Some people talk through a voice box because they've been smoking cigarettes their whole life. Some people, got that Obama phone. They ran out of minutes. They talked up their minutes anytime. You may live out in the country and don't have good reception, but you do have Wi-Fi. You may be in like Eastern Zimbabwe or something, you know what I'm saying? And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning over there, and you laying next to somebody and you can't wake them up by calling them on the phone. You know what I'm saying? This is your time to interact with the chat box, and I'll ask questions from those that are asked in the chat box. Okay? So with that being said, chat box, what are your questions? All right? Let's see what y'all got. Over in the chat box here, man. Let me move the phones out of the way. The phones are done, so. The phone done for the night. This was a great night for calls, though. I appreciate you, though. Let me get the phones out of the way. Dallas fans are the strangest. This was early. I'm just reading some of the ones that was earlier. Robbie says, you knew. What did I know, Robbie? Enemy Mike, phones are locked. My bad. D-line analysis, sure. We got some laughs. He sounds like he about that life 100%. Wise tone. Definitely banging out there in Oakland. So I need him to be safe in these streets. Woods can't catch, but he covers better than anyone else back there. Not true. A lot of the players y'all say he burned on, he was trying to cover for his team. No, he don't need to cover for his team. He need to do his job. That's Jalen's problem. Jalen's trying to cover his teammates. That's his problem. Havoc says, I'm trash at Among Us. Havoc knows that he's lying. Havoc didn't type that with any kind of confidence. Havoc knows much better. Havoc the imposter. That's why he said that shit, because he's lying. But shouts out to Havoc, though, I guess. He says, run up the Among Us. I owe y'all some smoke. Well, if I'm terrible at Among Us, then we don't owe you smoke. See how this works? Let's see. Raiders keeping up. Voch, I'm about to go see in a minute. McGovern did a hell of a job tonight at right guard. He's pretty good. I need that Among Us stream. It'll happen at some point. Is the Wentz Dak argument dead yet? It should be. It's funny. Lord Brunson said he was gonna have me on his show at some point in the regular season. I don't think Brunson want to have me on his show because it's just. Brunson don't want to have me on his show, man. He don't want to do that. But yeah, the convo should be dead. You probably play all the shooting games. Actually, no. I play a lot of tactical and strategy games. I play a lot of detective deducing games. I don't really get into first person shooters. I'm not good at them. Sure enough. Voch different, fam. Voch is different. Some people just got home from church facts. Who should we draft at 4 because the Bengals taking Panay? I don't know. Whoever the best player there. If the Bengals take Panay, then a quarterback, Zach Wilson, probably be there, or whoever the third quarterback is, will be on the board for us. Then hopefully we'll trade back and somebody give us some picks. That's what we hope. Voch, I got a running back for you to I'll watch him at some point. I'll watch every player in this draft at some point. Senior Bowls first. What do you think about J.C. Horn, cornerback from South Carolina? I'm watching him after Dylan Moses, so I'm watching him next week. Yeah, Havoc. Havoc's just being funny here. He for sure rolling the dice. Hell yeah. You know who lost punch behind the funky ass dice game? Hey man, let me one time for Robbie, man. Robbie with the UGK lyrics. My homie Poch died on the corner behind a funky ass dice game. He said Robbie said punch was wise tone, homie. Robbie, that's funny, man. Robbie with the UGK lyrics, man. Shouts out to you. What's up, Voch, my cowboy brother? Saginaw, Michigan in the house. Salute. Shouts out to Saginaw, Michigan. Saginaw, Michigan. My homie from Saginaw. He live in Houston now, but my homie from Saginaw. My homeboy Rio. Shouts out to Rio. Initial thoughts on McGovern. I gotta watch the film, but you know, good to see. Voch, if you're picking 5 to 13, what positions are you targeting in the draft? I think corner's gonna be there. I think corner's gonna be 5 to 13, but it's too soon. Give me some time. I'll let you know. It's still November. Should we sign a corner free agency? Nah. We'll just draft. I mean, we either sign Cheeto or we'll just draft there. Why you say Cousin didn't play well with 154 passer rate and 3 touchdowns, 0? It just looked like he didn't play well. It looks like Kirk Cousins got the ball to his receivers. And I think his receivers played really well. When the game was on Kirk, he just looked kind of weird to me. Now, look, am I wrong? I could be wrong. I reserve the right to be wrong. But it looked like Kirk didn't play well. It looked like Kirk handed the ball off. He dumped it down to Dalvin. He found a guy. Like he found his receivers. And if that means Kirk played well, then fine, Kirk played well. I just don't think Kirk played well. He found his receivers, in which Thielen and Jefferson did a fantastic job at getting open. So yeah, Kirk got the ball to the open guy. Sure, I just didn't think Kirk was great. I didn't think he played well. I think he was cool, you know. But you know, Taysom Hill got 200 yards and like 2 touchdowns or something. Taysom Hill played weird today, and they won too. So shit, I don't know. Iverson, what you ooping at? What are you ooping at in particular? McCarthy had a lot to do with the play calling. We can't keep doing this when it's when it's looking good. McCarthy called the plays. When it's looking bad, Kellen called the plays. We can't do that. I think Kellen did pretty well, but I think the offense looked better because we were better at right tackle. That's all. Kenneth Anderson dropped a deuce in Super Chat. Carson, give it to him. Wentz is terrible. Facts. Carson want to throw that bitch to the other team just to be doing it. You know? What do you think about the defense tonight in Tony Pollard and CeeDee Lamb? Defense was cool. CD was really good. Tony was impressive. Would you even think about trading Coop? No. Nigga Potch died on the corner. Drafting quarterback at top 3 is worse than shooting dice in the bathroom. I swear, like I'm working on this movie script. Not even, it's like a short film script. It's like a 7-minute short script or whatever, maybe 10 minutes possibly. And it's all surrounded around this metaphor about shooting dice in the bathroom. It should be really fun. I don't know when that's gonna come out, but it was just in my mind when I was walking the other day. I can't wait to get into script writing and shit. Yeah, good job, Joe. Get him out of there. Good job, Joe. Whoever this person is. Drop a playmaking safety. Voch admitted Tyrone Crawford is trash. That's all I ask. Admit that Tyrone Crawford is trash. That's all I ask. He's trash. What you want me to do? Terrence Steele has been playing better. Do you think he can be a decent backup? No. Kirk was rushing after the early pass rush. Sure. Kirk just distressed, no value add. Sure. No, Kirk just distributes. Pardon me. No value added. Sure. You're right, Voch. He looked skittish. He just looked a little weird, man. He made his throws. I ain't mad at him, but he made his throws. He made his throws. I don't hate him. Diggs, Wilson, Cheeto can be 3 of the 4 starting defensive backfield. Possibly. Sure, possibly. I want to get Brown out of there and draft a guy, but sure. Sure. I went to high school with a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, so I know. I don't know what that mean. Where you going with that, Ready Red? Oh, Cassie Stewart said, Ready Red, are you sweet? I didn't know. So let me go back and find what Ready Red said before that. Big John took your notes. Okay, Big John be bothering the hell out of Aisha, so let me keep going. Let me see. Cassie Stewart, you look like one of them now. Let's go back and find Cassie Stewart, see what Cassie Stewart said to make. I love going backwards to find these ambient conversations that just be going along. Those girls are gorgeous and it's hard work. What the hell is Ready Red saying? I got you, Ready Red. I got you. I just gotta get everything together. But I do have you on your shirt, Ready Red. I got your shirt and I got Tamara's shirt. I just gotta get there. Ready Red said, I don't know. Cassie said, I don't know. I only cheered in high school. So what did Ready say? I like just being omniscient. I like being clairvoyant. What did Ready say? Okay, I see. I see. Shouts out to Ready Red. Shouts out to Cassie. Shouts out to all y'all in the chat box. Got a few more here. Cheeto at safety. I don't think so. I don't think so. That was Imposter Robinson. Imposter Robinson is funny. Voch, I watched your high school video. You look like you were pretty good at center. I was cool, man. I wasn't big though. That's my problem. I was when you big in high school, like I was 6'1", 2 something in high school. So I was pretty big in high school, but that ain't big in college. You know what I'm saying? Like 6'1", 280 ain't big in college. It ain't strong, and my strong wasn't strong in college neither. But I was really smart, and I was very technical, and I had good feet and good hands. So I appreciate you. Glad I'm not the only one who see this. Yo, Shaq Edwards, man, Vikings fan, dog. Appreciate you for being here, dog. Salute, but me and you mad together, bro. Shaq, how you think Kirk Cousins played? You gonna be the last guy to comment for Shaq, because you're the Vikings fan here, but you're a part of our family though, because you rock with the show. Shaq, how do you think Kirk Cousins did? No, Voch, you see what I've been saying the last 5 years. Okay, Shaq been shitting on Kirk Cousins for a while, so I see. All right, y'all, that's all I got for the show. I'm about to tune in to this game or whatever. Check all of my social medias. Check my Discord. Go to gaming, and just kind of be around in there so I can know who you are, so I can holler at y'all when it's time to play Among Us, and we'll do that a little bit later. I'm about to let Ready Red holler at Miss Cassie Stewart. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. We're gonna do the morning after show tomorrow. We're gonna drop a lot of film. I'm gonna drop some college film this week as well. One more war call for the W. I appreciate y'all, man. Wherever I see you, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, man. Till next time.